the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now spinning away. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Pryor has it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. His first carry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Palmer to Brown, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Out of the gun, Palmer. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 7. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A first down throw for Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down following the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Gordon on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, here's Cousins. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now Palmer on first down. And that is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So Cousins now off on the sideline out of this game. And they'll hand the reins over to the former Longhorn. That's Colt McCoy. Here's McCoy. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah,
they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now McCoy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reed. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. Here's Ellington. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd down, Palmer. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And that's caught inside the 30. Two veterans there, Palmer to Fitzgerald, 49 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game at the end.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down, Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Palmer. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Terrell McClain in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on fourth down, Bruce Arians will send out his field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
First down. Here's Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Second down, Cousins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they're known as the no-fly zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Palmer lets it go for Nelson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Following the interception, Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Cousins on first down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Reed wrestling ahead toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked up by Monte Nicholson, the rookie out of Michigan State. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
of giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On second down, Cousins again. And Reed with it over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out.
And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doxson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On the ground, Ellington. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd and 10, it's Palmer again. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Crowder in motion here right. A toss play. Gordon. And he's got room. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. He checks it down here to Ellington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Flushed out right. Showing the strength, Fitzgerald. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. That goes for a gain of 31. In the red zone this time. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the D looking like they may blitz. This is Ellington. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. Palmer will throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, this is blocked. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Now Palmer on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a big 32-yard play on third. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing is Palmer. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Throwing again here, Palmer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this one's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On third down, Palmer. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Jerron Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Again, it's Palmer. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Throwing on first down. Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st and 10, Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Palmer. Flush to it. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And tough starting field position here. They run it here with Gordon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Gordon. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon, 84 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken at his 4. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And Gresham has it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Fresh set of downs here. Defense showing blitz. Throwing on 1st down. Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina.